It's Storytime Tea. That's me, and today I'm here to tell you a story about how I got tricked into going on a date. This happened. I ain't gonna tell y'all when. It was recent. Not that recent though. And so, let me tell you about this. Basically, how I know this person. Background story on us. I knew him from middle school. He was cool in middle school, and we used to talk about a bunch of different stuff. I just like him because he actually know how to talk. Some people, a lot of people, they don't really know how to talk. I don't want to have a what you doing as conversation. So the whole what you doing all day thing don't work out for me. And none of my friends are like that. We be having full blown conversations about the universe all the time. Or we geeking. So it's either memes or universe talk. And that's usually how it goes. So I like to talk to people like that. And he was one of those type of people for real. We could talk about a lot of stuff. It was one thing that I always would make sure that I didn't bring up because but other than that, like, we used to talk about everything. And it was really cool. And so we had stopped talking like during the whole high school period. And then once I got to college, we started talking again. We became cool. I'm just like, yo, it's really cool to like be hanging out with you or whatever. Just to be talking to you or whatever. So we first met up again like while I was still in college. And we went like out. And it was like kind of fake a date. Like, he was being a little close, but it wasn't nothing too deep for real. And when we was in middle school, he was like a kind of close person anyway. So I just figured like that's just who he is for real. And so I let it rock. And so it was rocking. And then after that, we talked a lot or whatever. Then eventually we stopped talking again. And so we started talking again, like for the second time. And this was after I was out of college. And he was just like, hey, what you doing this weekend? I'm just like, I don't really know for real. I got a couple things going on. He was like, well, look, the Super Bowl playing. I want you to come with me to my friend's house to watch the Super Bowl. I was like, all right, cool. Like, no worries. I could do that. Like, I don't care. I'm not really into football as much as I am into basketball, but, you know, it's cool. It's an event. I like events. I'm like, what we finna do? I'm like, who cooking? So it was good for me. I was like, all right. And let me tell y'all this about this person. This child is, like, not my type at all. I don't have a type, but I have a lot of types that's not my type. Even though, like, alright, it don't make no sense, but, like, main point is, no. That was basically it for me. I was like, no. Like, literally the only thing that's good about you is your height. And he was like my size. So I was like, that's cool. Other than that, not interested in at all. In any type of way. And I have voiced that over time. Like, I will always make sure I just slide it in, like, there you go. There you go. There you go. Because I do not play those type of games. I don't want to give anybody the wrong message. I don't want anybody to be like, you misled me. I was gaining all these feelings for you and you da-da-da. No, not over here. You're not going to say that over here. Because you knew exactly what it was when you signed up. And that's just how I be. And so he was like not my type. And so I didn't like him. And so I would always make sure that I told him that. And so, like, we went to this little Super Bowl party. I didn't really want to go, but I wanted to go at the same time. Because, like, I wanted to go for reasons that wasn't him. And it was kind of messed up. But, like, the people he said was going, I was like, wait, I want to go. I was not trying to go for him. Yo, I really wanted to see the people that was going to be there. And so I was like, all right, yo. I'm a fuck with it. And so I get dressed. I'm all cute. I got my little clothes on. I'm fully dressed though, because y'all know like the Super Bowl be happening like when it's not hot outside. So I'm fully dressed. I got on like a little fur coat for real that my mommy got me. And I was so cute. He picked me up. He just like, all right, we ready to go over there. It's a long drive. I'm like, cool. Because I was wondering why he got me so early. I'm like, bro, it's dummy early. The Super Bowl don't start for like an hour and a half. But apparently the spot we was going to was an hour away. I'm like, all right. We're in this long car ride. He playing the right music, y'all. I'm fucking with him. He cool for real. And so we having like little small talk or whatever. We talking about stuff and everything like that. And he was just like, yeah, so this person and this person gonna come, whatever, whatever. I'm like, all right, that's cool. He was just like, this is the type of food they gonna have or whatever. Like, his girlfriend is Indian, so she making all of this different stuff. I said, I love Indian food. So what you mean? And so they had like the traditional stuff, and then also she had cooked like regular dinner. So I'm like, yo, this already be lit. Bruh, we get there and off rip, I already knew that he lied about something. At some point in time, this man was lying. And I'm just like, I don't know why you lied. So we get to the place. Mind you, this might sound crazy, but I'm going to say it anyway. When it comes to young people do not be having put together houses. That's all I got to say. Young people do not have put together houses. And the person who house we was supposed to go to was supposed to be like 22, and he was living by himself for a while, which means he got this house by himself. He didn't get it with his girlfriend. And y'all know boys be dusty most of the time. Y'all know y'all be dusty. Y'all know y'all be dusty. So like we get to the house, like the yard like well maintained, like it has like a design to it. You know, like people just get apartments and put stuff in it. No, like this yard had like, it had a look to it. Like somebody put it together. Like they had a stylist for their yard for real. I don't know what that's called. I know it's a person. I know it's a special name for that person, but they had a stylist for their yard. And so it's cool looking. I'm just like, this 22-year-old live here with just his girlfriend. We not going to a 22-year-old's parents' house or nothing like that. We going to the 22-year-old house. He like, yeah. I'm like, all right. Like I said that when we pulled up because I'm just like, nah. Bro, we get inside the house. I'm like, all right, it's nice. Like the guy answered the door. He did answer the door. He answered the door, whatever. The girlfriend greet me too. And it's just the two of them there, whatever. I'm like, all right, bet. So we goes inside and she cooked dinner like he said. I'm like, bet. I'm so ready. But I'm like, where's everybody else at? Because he said it was going to be like 8 people. The main person I wanted to see was the guy who had the girlfriend. Because that man, I loved him. I loved him. Like, he was a cool dude. Like, I just used to love being around him. And I'm just like, bro, I ain't seen him in so long. I'm ready to see him. And so he was there. But, like, nobody else he said that was coming was there. And so, like, them two, they go off to talk for a second or whatever. And then they leave me in the kitchen with a girlfriend. Girlfriend like, hey, so how are you? I'm like, I'm good. I'm doing great. She was like, oh, that's so nice. She was like, well, my name is da-da-da. Just talking to me up and everything like that. I'm asking her a whole bunch of questions about her life or whatever. I'm trying to like see like who she is for her. And that's all cool. They gone for a little bit too long. I'm like, bro, where y'all at? And so I'm talking to her. I'm just like, oh, yeah. So, like, where are we going to be watching the Super Bowl at or whatever? And she was just like, oh, we're going to watch it in there. Da-da-da. I'm like, oh, okay. And then she, like, showed me around whatever so I know where the bathroom at and everything like that. I'm like, all right, cool. And so she was just like, yeah, the 4 of us is going to have a lot of fun tonight. And I'm like, the 4 of us? And she was like, yeah. And I'm just like, nobody else coming? And then she was like, no, it was always supposed to just be the 4 of us. Why would somebody else be coming? And I'm just like, hold on. I'm like, what is going on? So they come out of wherever they was at. And then we sit down at the table. Just the 4 of us. And there's 4 chairs at the table. And I'm just like, what is happening right now? Why is it just the 4 of us here? And so we eating and everything, and then she just like, so how long y'all have been together? Oh wait, never mind. I remember. Y'all been together for 2 years. And I was like, we been together for 2 years? And then he just hold my hand. And I'm like, did he just hold my hand? Y'all, I was taken aback. I said, what is going on? So I'm like, I left my hand there though, because one thing I don't like to do is embarrass people, and I didn't know how I was going to make him feel, and I didn't want him to have that memory in his head at 3 a.m. in the morning randomly. Like, she really took her hand from me. Like, I didn't want to make him feel no type of way, so I just left my hand there. And then he was like, yeah, 2 years. And I was like, I just sat there. Yo, and I just sat there. And I'm just like, bro, what? And so then he just turned to me and he just smiled like everything cool. I'm like, bro, you just said we've been together for 2 years. And then his friend sitting there just smiling. And I'm like, yo, I swear, I was just like, y'all are geeking me because what is going on? And so we sitting there, she asking me more questions about our relationship, and who knows? I don't know. I don't know a thing about our relationship because I didn't know I was in a relationship with this man. And so I'm just like, oh, well, ask him actually. Ask him actually. And so he answering all the questions and everything like that. And I'm just sitting there so confused. Like, I don't know, like, what I should do next. Like, should I go to the bathroom and call an Uber? Like, should I just rock it out with them? Should I, like, have a separate conversation with him? Like, hey, yo, why did you tell him we together? Like, I didn't know what was next for me for real. Because I'm just like, bro, we are an hour away from where we started. So, like, what am I about to do? And I'm supposed to be here with you for the rest of the day. And at that current point in time, I had lost the key to my house. So I was at my mom's house, but she had took my key to my house with her to work. And so I just was like, I'm gonna just go with him. He gonna take me back to my mother's house and I'm gonna get the key from my mother. And it's gonna be cool. And then I'll be able to go home. So it's just like, I would have to get an Uber over to my mother's house. And she didn't have a car at the time because she had just got in a car accident. And so then I had to go from my mother's house to my own house. And we did not live close to each other at that point in time. And so I was just like, this is crazy. This is crazy. And my bestest friend in the world was in another state. And my other bestest friend in the world was like, he was in another state. So like, I really just was like, I did not know what to do, y'all. And so I'm just like, bro, I'm just here for real. Just vibes. Because I don't know what's going on. And then they, the girl and the guy was just like, oh yeah, we gonna be right back. So they left the two of us there. And I was just like, bro, like, you told them we was together for 2 years? Bruh, I cannot make this up. I remember his response. He said, well, I've been thinking that we should just advance our relationship because it's been moving kind of slow and I felt like this would be the push that we needed to really go in the right direction. Excuse me? What did you say? I really had a what did you say, nigga moment. I'm just looking at him like, this is what we needed to advance our relationship. What relationship? Like, bro, like, I thought we was cool. Like, I have never talked to you about going swimming before. Like, I have never talked to you about, like, painting a picture. Like, I have never talked to you about a couple of things that should have been on the list if we was going to go ahead and take our relationship to the next level. I don't understand what you're talking about. It's not even like we were dating. Like, we ain't go on like a bunch of like friend dates and then like he just thought that they were regular dates and then so he was thinking that this was the thing that was going to take us over the top. That's not what happened. Because I had went on like 2 dates with him. But it was spread out. It was one like a very long time ago and then one like recently. So it wasn't like like I didn't get it. I really didn't get it. And I wasn't texting him every single day or nothing like that. I don't even think I was I texting him every day? Maybe. I don't know. But the main point was it didn't make any sense. And I'm just sitting here like, bro, this is like some serial killer stuff in my opinion. I'm just like, it's not even that deep. It's really not that deep. But also, I am scared. I'm just like, nah. Because you took me out of the way. I'm like, I'm not even like in Laurel. I don't know what part of Maryland I was in, y'all. I don't know what part of Maryland I was in. But I wasn't at home. And I didn't know what to do. I'm just like, bruh, like you got me out here and I should have been looking at the GPS because I have 0 clues where I am. And so I'm just like, bruh, this is crazy. And he was just like, they had came back in the room. And it was like, let's go into the living room, watch the game or whatever. So, we watching the game. And then a knock come on the door, right? A knock. And I'm just like, who is at the door? Because the whole night already went left in my head. The whole night already went left because I'm in a 2-year-long relationship with a person that I never even knew I was with. So, I'm just like, nah. And so, knock come on the door. Bruh, y'all not gonna believe who was at the door. Like, y'all really not gonna believe who was at the door. It wasn't none of the people that he said was coming. It wasn't like Shorty Lo's sister or nothing like that. No. His parents was at the door. Bruh, his parents was at the door. Alright, so his parents at the door, right? And so the guy answered the door. And he said, hey mom, hey dad. Bruh, he said, hey mom, hey dad. And so they walk in. And this is when I realized this is their house. Them niggas is related. And I'm about to get proposed to. It all clicked for me all at once. Because it was a room in the back that they was not trying to show me. That they avoid showing me. And them two was over there for too long. And I'm just like, they was setting stuff up over there, wasn't they? And now his parents is here. And like, what is going on? Like, I was just making stuff up in my head. But I was just like, I'm not dumb though. So, they're not about to trick me. I know what's going on here. Because there's no reason for me to be meeting your parents right now. So they come in, I'm like, oh, hello. I greet them and everything. Because like, I'm not, I greet them. They give me a hug. Oh my gosh, it's so nice to meet you. We heard so many things about you. And I'm just like, you heard so many things about me. Bruh, I was at a loss for words. I could not contain myself. I was just like, oh my goodness, that's so nice. They come in the living room, Super Bowl on. They sit down across from me and him. Well, all of them sit down across from me and him. And they asking me the same questions that the girlfriend asked. Like, so how long y'all been together? Like 2 years? Oh, like, why do you love her so much? Or how did y'all meet? And da-da-da. And I'm just like, we not even together. Like, what is going on? Like, I was so confused. And they just like, yeah, because he just always be talking about you and da-da-da. And like, they showed us like pictures that he sent of us or whatever. Because like, we took a picture when we was in middle school, right? And then when we met up again, I thought it'd be cute for us to like take a picture because I'm just like, I like to take pictures with people all the time. So I took a picture with him when we met up again. And then like a year later after that, we took another picture at that little second fake date or whatever that we had. So they had all three of the pictures. They was like, look at how y'all grown over time. And I'm like, those are literally the only pictures of us. Those are the only pictures in the world of us. We don't have no other pictures. I did not know this man. And so I'm really trying to not like, I'm not trying to do too much, but at the same time, he doing too much. Because why is your parents here? And so they just like, yeah, and like y'all so cute. So we got these pictures like blown up or whatever. So like they had the actual picture. Like they had a gift. It was a gift. My bad. It was a gift. It was wrapped up in like this gold wrapping with like these like cute little shimmeries or whatever on them. And they opened it up and it was a picture frame. All three of the pictures of us. But it was like one open. There was 4 slots. It was one open, y'all. I said, what is that for? What is the opening for? What's going on? And so, yo, I'm literally going crazy inside of my head because I'm just like, I never know what's happening next. Like one thing after the other, I'm just like, what is going on? And like, then like, that's when he was just like, yeah, I don't know if I ever told you this, but yeah, he my brother. And I'm just like, yeah, you never told me that he was your brother. Yeah, you never told me that. You never told me that that was your brother. And these are actually your parents. They not just his parents. They is actually your parents. And they got these pictures of us in this frame crazy, like, as a gift. And this opening is for what? Exactly. And I'm just sitting there. And I'm not saying everything I'm thinking because in their heads, we together. And I'm just like, I just be trying not to go, like, and so I was just like, all right. I'm just gonna sit this out. It can't get no crazier than it is. It can't get no crazier. And so then all of a sudden she was like, oh yeah, let me show y'all a part of the house that we renovated. Nigga, we go into the room. Obviously, I go in first. There's things set up that say, will you marry me? I can't make this up. There's things set up saying, will you marry me, right? And obviously I turn around and he's sitting there with his little ring. And Shorty in the back with the camera. Yo, Shorty is in the back with the camera ready for the yes. Ready for the yes. And I'm just like, you did not just put me on the spot like this. Because I really hate embarrassing people. I'm just like, you did not just put me on the spot like this. Why would you ask me to marry you in front of your brother, his girlfriend, and your parents? Why would you do that? Why would you do that? I'm just meeting 3 of these people. And we just became cool again. We've been talking consistently for a short period of time. We have gone on one date. And this is the second date. And now I'm getting engaged to you? Are you for real right now? And so I'm just like, mouth wide the fuck. Wide. And I was like, and they like, say yes. And I'm like, I'm gonna have to, I'm not saying no, but also I'm not saying yes. Because, and I was dumb. I was like, because you haven't met my family yet. And you have to get my father's approval. And so, like, I don't feel comfortable saying yes because, like, my dad didn't say that I could get married. Mind you, I do not care what he say. But I didn't want to make it seem crazier than it was. I wasn't about to be like, boy, we wasn't even dating. So, like, what is you talking about? But I also wasn't about to be like, yes. So like I didn't know what to say to get out of that. And they was just like, oh, you didn't meet her family yet? He was like, you should have waited to ask. You should have invited them. I was wondering why they weren't here. It was like, it's okay. And then like the whole family gave me a hug. And he's just sitting there with the ring still. And so the whole family gave me a hug and was just like, it's okay. And it doesn't matter when you say yes, long as you say yes. And I'm just like, I am definitely never saying yes. But like, I had to get out of that situation. So then like, we just casually just swayed our way back into the living room. And this man, oh my God, this man was destroyed. He was destroyed. He didn't sit next to me. He didn't touch me no more. He was like sitting next to his brother. And I'm just like, why would you ever, in your thick little head, think that that was okay? Because no way, bro. No way, bro. No fucking way. Like, in your head. In your head, you thought that was okay. And the whole thing about it was, it's not even like he asked me to be his girlfriend. He asked me to marry him when we literally weren't even dating. And he literally had a ring. Where did you get a ring from? And I know it's not my ring size. I know it's not. It's no way. Because you never even asked me about that before. You don't know anything about me to get a ring that I would like or that's my size. Like, this whole situation didn't make any sense. I'm like, I came here to watch a Super Bowl and hang out with like 4 people I thought that I went to middle school with, but ended up only being here with one of them, and you're geeking me. Why are you geeking me? I'm like, I never thought going into this night that this is what this would have turned into. And so now at this point, I'm mad. I didn't say that I was mad, but I was mad. And I'm just like, bro, why would you do that to me? Like, who does that type of stuff? Like, you put me in the most awkwardest positions multiple times throughout this night. For what? Like, because did you think I just was going to say yes and agree to all of these things and then we was going to end up being engaged? Like, was that the perfect outcome for you? Is that what you thought was possible? No way you thought that was possible. You couldn't possibly thought that was possible because that literally doesn't make any sense. Like, do you think I'm desperate to get married or something? I'm like, I'm a baby. I was like, I'm literally a baby. Like, it wasn't even when I was literally a baby, bro. I'm like, no way. And the thing that makes it even crazier is, this was the 3rd time somebody proposed to me. And I was a baby. Why y'all so hyped up to get married? I'm like, relax. And so, I was so heated, bro. And I didn't even know if he wanted me to get back in the car with him, because at that point, it was just like, bro, I just said no to your proposal. And also, that was a crazy thing for you to do. Like, are you going to kill me on the way home? Like, are you going to, like, run us into a ditch and just end it all? Like, my bad. Are you going to unalive us? Or unalive me? Like, is this it? I'm too young. I'm too young. And so I just was like, bro, I cannot believe this. Bro, I did get back in the car with him. I'm not going to lie. Because, bro, I looked at the Uber. And it was $100. And I was just like, my life is not just worth $100, but also I feel like it's a waste of money because he's not going to murk me. Like, I'm good. I'm going to be good. He's crazy, but I don't think he's catch a case crazy. So I was just like, I think I'm going to make it. I think I'm going to make it. I texted my best friend like, bro, like, look. If I don't make it, it was him. If I don't make it, it was him. Listen out for me, like, because it was crazy. And so, we on our way back home. First couple of minutes, he don't say anything. Then he finally said something. Y'all, again, y'all not gonna believe what he said. This man. So, I'm really upset that you didn't say yes. I thought you were going to say yes. I just had it in my head that you would definitely say yes, and you would be welcomed into my family, and you would be so happy to now be related to him and spend the rest of your life with me. And my parents are just great, and they just love you so much, and they just were so ready for us to have kids and live down the street from them, and da da da. I'm like, no. No way no. Logically. In your head. like, no way you thought I was going to say yes. I was about to cuss him out. And then I was just like, my life's on the line. Wait a second. My life is on the line. I was just like, I couldn't say yes because I feel like it's a little bit too soon. I just felt like it was important for you to really meet my dad first and talk to him and everything. And then also, I don't like gold. And I also don't like big diamonds. So I feel like it would be better if you get like another ring. Like, bruh, he spent bands on that ring for what? I was never about to say yes. But like, why did you get me this gaudy ass ring? Like, why was that ring for like Arabian princess? I'm just like, I'm like, bruh, I do not want that. I like silver. And I like a bunch of small diamonds instead of a big dumb diamond. I don't know. I was not rocking with it. I'm like, bro, you don't even know me, because why did you get me that? And so that also made me even more mad. And so he was just like, I don't know if I want to continue dating you after you just did that, because I trusted you to say yes and you said no. I'm like, bro, first of all, I did not say no. Secondly, you shouldn't have trusted me to say yeah. Like, who am I? I just didn't understand who he thought I was, like, in his head. Like, who did he think I was? Because I wasn't that girl. And so, yeah, never did that again. After that car ride, never talked to him again. So, moral of the story, please know who you talking to and, like, get enough information on people, because people are crazy. That whole situation, crazy. I thought I was going to go see a Super Bowl, and I ended up getting proposed to. Never again. Never again, babies. So, yeah, for me, Storytime Tish, the tea is over. Peace.